In my case, when I became Muslim, I was very lucky because I did not face much conflict at all with my family or with the friends I had at that time. I remember that my father in particular was concerned about the direction I was taking, but he was supportive. And I would say that the big challenge really was just to adjust to the Islamic way of life and to learn to submit to Allah. And one of the things that really helped me to do that was to take the attitude that whenever the truth comes to me, when I'm taught something about Islam which is different from what I was doing before, it is not something which is against me, but it is something which is for me because it will bring me closer to God. I would say the main changes that occurred to me after becoming Muslim is that I learned to respect myself more. And over time I came to appreciate the importance of having a healthy diet, having regular exercise, having a healthy mind and a healthy body, keeping good company, taking care of what I hear and see. All of this helped me to become a better Muslim. The one thing that really impressed me about my first Muslim friend and his family was their hospitality and the way that they treated me as a guest. And I think that this is very important for Muslims in their interaction with the non-Muslims, because if we want to charm them towards Islam and encourage them to learn about Islam, then we have to be aware of something, which is that non-Muslims have more information now about Islam than they used to. And they are probably aware that Islam does not allow many of the things which they are accustomed to doing. And this could make them reluctant to learn about Islam. But by treating them well and showing them the very welcoming and the community spirit amongst the Muslims, this I think will help them to embrace Islam. And sometimes I would go to his house and he would say, I'm going downstairs to pray. Sometimes I would ask him, why do you pray, or how do you pray? And the thing I really appreciate about him is that he was not shy to tell me about his Islam, at least when he was at home. This is very important for Muslims today, because if you don't make an effort to show something of your Islam, you cannot expect anybody to have an interest in Islam or to learn about Islam. Now, after I'd known him for about 5 years, when we were 16, he decided that I would probably appreciate Islam. So he made an effort to persuade me to learn about it. And for a period of about 3 weeks, every day he was telling me, you should learn about Islam. It's the religion of truth. There is a life after death. There is a paradise and a hellfire. Allah is the most merciful. He didn't know much of the Quran or the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and mention of Allah be upon him. He just kept telling me the same points over and over again. And eventually we reached a point one evening as we were walking together, and I looked up at the moon and I said to myself, if what he's saying is true, if there really is a life after death, then it would not harm me just to investigate this for myself and come to my own decision. And honestly, from that point onwards, my heart was just open to Islam. And I can remember I began to talk to God and to say, I can't believe that all my life I've never spoken to you, I've never acknowledged you, but now I really believe in you. It was really as simple as that for me. Of course I took the trouble to learn about Islam as he advised me to do so. And I think also something that was going through my mind at that time was that after death, if there really was another life, then I would not have the luxury to just run away from Allah and do as I pleased.